I think Emi Martinez is the most overrated goalkeeper in the Premier League, but if we were going to rank the top 5, who would it be? And number 5, I'm going with Emi Martinez. Here's the thing with him, right? In the big games, he is unbelievable, but in the games that no one really watches, he makes a ton of mistakes and no one ever seems to speak about it. At number 4 this season, I'm actually going for Matt Sells. Here's a stat for you. He's prevented the most goals for any goalkeeper in the Premier League. And quite frankly, this season, what Nottingham Forest have been doing is insane, and they're probably going to qualify for the Champions League. Number 3, I'm going with Edison. Look, when it comes to Edison, I think he's on the decline. I think 7-8 years at the top level is enough to warrant your place in one of the Premier League's best ever goalkeepers. But this season, he just hasn't been up to scratch. He hasn't been that amazing, but the legacy, the big respect, you have to give it to Edison. And number 2, I'm going to go for David Raya. Now, when he signed for Arsenal, I wasn't the greatest fan only because he is quite small. I don't like short goalkeepers. But what he's been doing for 2 years, especially in claiming high balls into the box, commanding his area, playing as a sweeper keeper, I think David Raya has been amazing. Now, do I think Arsenal may need to upgrade on him? I don't know. That's why they're linked with Joan Garcia. But I think David Raya is the second best goalkeeper in the Premier League. And at number 1, who else but the greatest goalkeeper to ever play in the Premier League is Alisson. Look, he makes his mistakes. He's like Emi Martinez, but pound for pound is probably one of the best signings that Liverpool have ever made. The guy is unbelievable. On the ball, claiming crosses, starting attacks quickly, making big saves in big moments. You cannot write off Alisson. And even this season, we all remember that game against PSG. We remember some of the big moments in the Premier League this season for Alisson. And that's why I think he is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. And that's why I think he's the greatest keeper to ever touch the Premier League. But let me know down below in the comments, am I being too harsh or am I spot on as usual?